the right leg should go longer. The right leg should not be more flexed. Because if you flex the right leg more and the right hip turns, you are going to move closer to the floor. We are back talking wedges and how these cheap little beauties are going to help your golf. Hopefully you've checked out my video on how these wedges can help your rotation and balance. Today, I want to talk a little bit more on another drill that these wedges will really help the rotational speed of your trunk. Rotation is something that golfers talk about all of the time. Backswing rotation particularly. A lot of golfers get very short. As you get older, the separation value between lower half and upper half becomes less. So as you get older, we actually need to inspire more hip turn. And if you are a golfer from yesteryear who might have got down the route of having a beach ball between your knees and trying to resist your lower half, what a heady days they were and how much crap golf you played on the back of it. Today, we see the best golfers in the world have excessive amounts of hip rotation. Still not fully the amount that I believe we should be seeing more through the tour, but hip rotation is a key player in really freeing up your torso and making your arms have a better sequence to your chest. Let's understand in the backswing that when we're making this pelvis rotate, we are creating more rotary motion than a lateral shift. So when we get these wedges in here, what I'm going to do is point them towards the target. And by pointing them towards the target, what that does is it gives you an opportunity to push off of something. A force that is going to help you move towards the target. Now, a lot of you will go, what a great idea. That's for my downswing. No, it's for my backswing. So you're going to stand yourself onto these wedges, get yourself halfway up the wedge, and these are from Wolverson Fitness. The link is down in the descriptions below. And what I want you to do is to make some backswings where you feel like, because the ground is now lifted up and tipped towards you, as you start to move the golf club back, I want you to feel like that right leg lengthening is going against the energy of the handle moving off over here. And so as we start to see that, we still get the sensation that I can move my chest back behind the golf ball. But what I'm also enabling is pressure in that trail foot there. The pressure in the trail foot is actually opening up my right hip. And if the right hip moves further away from the right foot, surprise, surprise, the right leg should go longer. The right leg should not be more flexed. Because if you flex the right leg more and the right hip turns, you are going to move closer to the floor. So don't do that, people. Make the right leg go longer and allow this right hip to move around. And then what will end up happening is you'll start to feel force shifting over towards your left foot. So I push off, I move the golf club back, and all of a sudden I start to really feel more force moving towards my left leg in my backswing. Another lucky day. And so as I create this energy in my right foot, because the ground has tilted up and moved towards me, it's the equivalent almost of being able to push out sideways. As that right hip really starts to move back, you'll start to feel your arm plane flatten out a little bit more. If your arm plane flattens out a little bit more, the path of the golf club will start to work more from the inside of the golf ball. And if you've got yourself a decent grip, what you might start to experience is a golf ball that starts to draw back. You can see my path was inside out there at 4.6. This is only half of the drill. Stay tuned for the other half. So this right foot is really creating load into the floor. And we've talked about loading the right foot, but we've all seen it as shifting sideways. You shift sideways and look how my knee line stays square. If anything, my knee line opens itself up and opens my hips to the target rather than shuts my hips to the target. So yes, I can create force into the floor, but it's not in a shifting of the body creating force into the floor. I'm actually creating force into the floor by pushing off, which then starts to shift force into my left foot. And we'll come on to that in a moment. So that wedge that's pushing me left, that's really giving me the opportunity to become a little bit more explosive in my downswing, really starts to give me a sensation that I can get the golf club moving quickly as my feet are starting to activate. Golf club back, pressure left, pull the golf club. So the wedge on the right foot, trail foot, is a biggie. But now we're coming to the gangbuster. This is the move that will change your golf forever, as far as I'm concerned. This move here will make your right shoulder move. It will make your right hand move. It will make you pull the golf club. It will make you open up your body and make you feel pressure on the golf ball like never before. We have spent a lifetime of believing that we push off with the right foot in the downswing. Pushing off with the right foot moves us sideways. We've seen enough golfers out there sidestepping and moving towards the target. Loads of golfers that believe the more we push off with the right foot, the more we push off with the right foot and receive it in our left foot, the more we're going to get through the ball. Because Gary Player spent a lifetime of stepping sideways. For me, the left foot is opposing the energy of the upper half. And by having this wedge pushed in the opposite direction, it really gives you a sensation that that push back as I move the golf club down, that push back, look how it starts to open up my hip. Look how it starts to open up my chest. Look how it starts to pull the handle forwards. And for all of you naysayers out there that don't believe the handle is pulled forwards because you don't see it being pulled forwards, well, get yourself off down the local nut house, because honestly, if you're not feeling the handle moving that way in your downswing and you still are driving it down there, you're going to be crap forever. Or should I say, you're going to be inefficient forever. So as you're making that downswing, and I've now used the wedge on my right foot and I've pushed it into my left foot, and I now start to pull on the golf club, I've got to pull on the golf club here, and I've got a force going off in that direction, pushing in that direction, pushing in that direction, pushing in that direction, that pushes my left hip back. I've got so much energy coming out of the handle here and the right shoulder moving forwards that it will balance each other out. You don't see me pushing back when I hit this shot. In the same way, you don't necessarily see my handle going a million miles out. But I can assure you, that is the direction of force that's going on through my foot. I'm pushing the force into my left foot, and now I'm pushing it back in the opposite direction with the aid of the wedge. Isn't it funny how they keep on going straight? I'm no good at this game. If I was, I wouldn't be standing in the camera teaching you to play the game. But what I am good at is being able to understand where the forces need to go, how to do it with a golf club, and have a TrackMan to back me up and say that I'm doing it in the right way. So whilst these feel funky moves, and whilst they feel like they're totally counterintuitive to anything you've ever heard before, been instructed to do before, they will absolutely change your golf forever. I absolutely promise you. So now all of a sudden, these two wedges that are in my mind's eye, a wedge over here and a wedge over here, and you can actually split them up there, or just buy more of them. I'm a cheapskate, I've only got one of them, but I should buy more of them. You could now all of a sudden have one either side, and really start to get the sensation of how the force is going to work opposingly when you're swinging, to allow your right hip, left hip, 5 down, straight path, 1 degree shut to path, oh dear me. So all of a sudden, this sensation of shifting off to the right and shifting off to the left. If you're tired of paying too much for premium leather golf gloves, do head over and check out my channel sponsor, GX Golf Gloves. These gloves are trusted by elite, amateurs and tour players alike. Use my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% on your next order. What a load of garbage. What a load of garbage. If you're looking to make your low point hang out in the middle, if you're looking to create energy through your shoulders and pull on the golf club and open yourself up, why would you be shifting the club back, swaying off of it, pulling the club, moving sideways, when we're aiming to play this game in a rotary fashion that allows you to pull, push, and hit golf shots that look something like that. I'm so passionate about this game. I'm so passionate about giving you the power to play the golf of your life. Go get yourself some Wolverhampton Fitness wedges and transform your leg action into something that might reminisce of a Scotty Scheffler, a Rory McIlroy, or a Jason Day. Thank you for watching. That, my friends, is good coaching.